Thank you very much indeed, Chairperson. And, you know, it would be wrong of me to come in here and condemn the budget from start to finish. There was positive points in the, you know, the VAT and defibrillators, the free school books for primary school goers of 0% on newspapers, and these are positive steps in the right direction. But there's a lot of weaknesses in this budget that need to be exposed. And, you know, I've got quite a lot of calls from builders today, even one woman whose husband and son is out building, and they're devastated with what you've done with the 10% on the concrete products. It's an astonishing situation we find ourselves in, that this is going to be applied next year, and people trying to build their homes at a huge cost already, now probably having to go back for mortgages and renegotiate mortgages. Also, council housing that's been built, the state is going to have to pick up the tab here now again and renegotiate new prices. But, you know, all the way down to the concrete floor pot there's going to be a 10% extra levy. But on ready mix and on concrete block products, it's a terrible infliction on decent, honest people. It had nothing to do with the issues that went on, you know, with pyrite. But and also on health, Minister, you know, I do have a lot of worries, and some of them might be ironed out as the day goes on, because sometimes I often heard the devil might be in the detail, but hopefully not in this situation. I fought very bravely for Parkinson's sufferers and neurologists, nurses, and I don't know, is that going to be announced in the budget by the Minister for Health? Because there seems to be a lot of money applied to health, but where is it going? We don't know. The mental health budget is we badly want some release on that, because we have the situation, as I mentioned to the Taoiseach earlier, of Bantry General Hospital losing 7 beds in the mental health unit there, and that hopefully there's a budget set aside for that. And also in Bantry General Hospital is the money put forward for the endoscopy and the stroke unit, and the Taoiseach can never be one of the Fianna Fáil TDs keep singing and talking about it, but not a block on the ground. And if there's not a block on the ground, it isn't there, that's it. On fuel and energy, look, I think a lot of people, you know, misread because that's the way it was printed, that you were giving 16 cents less for the price of diesel. And people thought that was some bit of relief for the mothers and the fathers out there throughout the country that are struggling greatly. But sadly, the devil was in the detail. When you look at it in more detail, that was given before, and it was just a continuation, which is a fairly farcical. And the carbon tax is going to go up next week. You're going to try and offset that somewhere, but not one brown cent less for the people with home heating oil, people with diesel, people with petrol cars. And you haven't put an energy cap on electricity companies, and electric standing charges for people are still paying hundreds and hundreds of euros every year. Transport, a drop in the budget. Areas in Dunmanway to Clonakilty have little or no transport. Drummoney to Skibbereen, Ballineen to Clonakilty, Goleen to Bantry to Durst. These have no extra transport services in 2.5 years of Eamon Ryan being in government, and this is supposed to be this super new dream you have of connecting Ireland. You had no extra transport service, so that's not something that's going down well in rural Ireland. And we're paying, because we're paying I might turn another 30 seconds, because we're paying the trump for all this carbon tax, so we have every right to kick up here and say, why haven't we got a public transport? Not one extra service in all the time you've been inside there. Fishermen, relief on the diesel for fishing throughout the world, where they're appreciated. The French and everybody are giving some relief to fishermen, but sadly we didn't. And I've spoken about farmers last night, an education capitation ban, but I'll give way to my deputy, fellow deputy.